So this is an old video that you're going to watch. I started filming in November 2023 and it took me a year to post. So these are all archived clips. Some of my thoughts might have changed, some might stay the same, but I'd like to post them because it's part of the journey and it's important to me, and they matter to me, and it shows the journey and shows different thoughts I was going through compared to now, I guess. But yeah, enjoy the video. Peace. It's absolutely chucking it down. But you know what? Sometimes I do just love to sit here and just listen to the rain. It is actually one of my favourite noises. Rain. When it lands on a roof, in like a log cabin, or even on a tent. Just absolutely beautiful. That is nature though. Nature is stunning. It's got so much beauty in it. It's ridiculous. That's one thing I wish. I wish I was in nature more. And I just don't make that effort to be in nature, which is such a shame. Such a shame. Because we should connect with nature more. It's our roots. It's where we're from. But we're in a society that has formulated a different sort of idea. So, just keep going, keep trying to get in it and stuff like that. It's what I'll try and do. One of the things I wanted to say as well was these videos. I do want to be careful in what I do and what I say, in terms of I don't want to necessarily teach and tell you how you've got to be. It might sound like it sometimes when I speak, but my intentions are just to share, and you sort of take what information you want to take and discard what you want to discard, hate on what you want to hate, if that's what you want to do. If you disagree that much, sure, do it, go for it. But for me, I just want to share rather than teach. I don't want to sit here and necessarily write a book and say, these are the 4 principles of life. These are the 4 steps you must do to get peace, to get a happy life, a successful life. This is what you must do to feel loved. For me, it's just documenting my experience rather than what you have to do to be happy or to experience life. It's just me sharing it, and what the golden nuggets are whatever comes to your mind while you're watching this or listening to this, rather than doing what I say. Now, sometimes I might get carried away and be like, you need to do this and this, but again, it's more for me. It's more for how I act in the world or think in the world, not necessarily what you have to do. And yeah, I don't want to have that sort of mistaken and it be like I'm telling you how to live your life. No, I'm not telling you how to do anything. God, this rain is well loud. I bet you can't even hear me. But I'm not actually telling you something. I'm just sharing my own experience rather than commanding or necessarily even teaching. I'm not necessarily teaching. I'm just exposing you to different ideas and thoughts. And if I'm honest, myself, that's what I'm doing for myself. I am exposing myself to my own thoughts and sort of seeing what comes from it. Seeing what thoughts add on to them. That's why I'm not actually too bothered if I'm necessarily right or wrong. It's like, just go through the process, just keep going, and see what actually happens and see what conclusions you do come to. Because all my life so far, I've thought I was right. You know, the way I'm speaking, it's as if I am right, but I guarantee that I'm probably not, or I might be for now. You know what I mean? It might be what I need for now, and some people might be able to relate, and some people might not relate at all and might fully disagree, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being wrong as well, um, because it's about the path. It's about the journey that I'm going on, just communicating and going through my thoughts and sharing my day and documenting my day. Um, and if other people get the benefits from that, so be it. Happy days. You know, I'm trying to. You know, it's doing something positive in the world. I'm trying to. Yeah, and don't take things too seriously. I think a key word that comes up for me is surrender. You do just have to surrender to different ideas and actions and just see what actually happens. You know, drop the ego. See what life's like without an ego. See what life is like with an ego. Compare. Um, File through things, basically, and just see what happens. That's all I'm doing with these videos. It's not like I don't really plan. I don't plan at all what I'm going to say before the video. Most people probably know that. Can tell that. But I'm also not that. I'm not too bothered at this moment in time about having to plan and having to have a set system and process. Other than the only set system and process that I have is that I turn the camera on and talk. Try and make sure it's in focus and the quality's decent, the lighting's all right, and go from there. And just keep trying to do it as much as I can. Sort of my aim. I simply try and just step out of your comfort zone with some things and look at yourself. And it is important sometimes to say, you know what, I feel like I'm right, but I might be wrong. And it's also okay and maybe right sometimes to sit there and think, everyone else is wrong, but I think I'm right. And that's okay too. But you don't have to try and change anyone. It's okay because it's okay for you to be like that. You don't have to change the world. And I think a lot of people these days are trying to change the world. And rather than just use your voice is a powerful tool. It's an influential tool. Just to use your voice rather than force people into changing. I think if you just using your voice and you get people to listen to you, some people might come join along with what you're saying, but the majority of people probably won't, and that's okay. And I think in society these days, we don't really accept that not everyone has to think the same. Not everyone has to agree with sometimes the bullshit that you're spitting out, including me. Yeah. Because I think sometimes, I mean, I've never known anyone. Well, I guess I have, yeah. But there's some people that just really do stress about what's going on. Stress about what's going on and other people's opinions. Like, I get it if you stress about factual things that are actually happening. Sorry, not factual, physical things that are actually happening. Wars, I understand, yeah. We can talk about wars, we don't want wars to happen. But opinions. But opinions and philosophies and ideas, they're meant to be debated over and just conversations to happen, rather than this shouting match and this argument of trying to change what people think. Just share your opinion and let people join on if they want to join on. Try and get your information as accurate as you can. Don't spread misinformation the best you can. And when you're wrong with that misinformation, just say that you're wrong. But I think a lot of people attack ideas, one, without fully understanding them, and two, without assessing whether it's actually for them or not. If it's going to help you and create a positive influence on your life, then maybe give it a go. But if it's just going to be something negative and it's going to be constantly on your mind and you're going to start moaning about it and complaining about it, it's like, why waste your energy? But yeah, just come from the gym, had a great yoga session. Gonna go back, eat some food, try and chill. Be ready for work tomorrow. Another day, another dollar. Let's keep going, don't we? Peace.